Hello guys, Rumland here, and welcome back to another Sir Spooks reaction. We're going to be reacting to Sir Spooks 5 scary videos you can't watch at 3 a.m. Well, guess what guys? It's 3:12 a.m. right now. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Like always, the link to the original and the link to Sir Spooks main channel will be in the description. So follow the links to his channel if you want to see more of his stuff or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get right back. Let's get right into the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. I have a goal of reaching 1 million subscribers, so it would mean a lot to me if you could help me get there. Alright, with that said, let's begin. A lot of the posts that get uploaded to the immensely popular Ghost subreddit get a handful of likes here and there, with people commenting on them with their various opinions and theories. But this post that you're about to see, uploaded by the user Unicorn Onesie, has amassed an absolutely staggering 13,000 likes since its upload just 6 days ago at the time of writing this. Just by the sound of that alone, it's bound to be one of the creepier videos you'll see on there. So let's take a look and see what's going on here.
Okay.
But before we do that, let's read the bit of context that the uploader left behind for us to read. He says, quote, "I live in a gated condo in a very quiet part of town. Barely any movement past 9 p.m. This time of the year there's maybe 6 apartments occupied, as all the rest are used for summer holidays. My apartment is on the ground floor and my only direct neighbors are not there. Hardly anyone walks on the back during the night. I'm currently away from home for work, and when the cleaner went there yesterday, I asked her to set up the camera just for security. Video was about 2 or 3 hours after she left, just after sunset, like something that went to examine the new item on the dresser. Since then, there's been countless videos of smoke and strange sounds like bangs and others that sound like voices. Mostly late at night when the condo is supposed to be dead silent. By the way, all the doors and windows are locked, nothing was left open. I wanted to attach the whole thing, but I'm still learning how to use Reddit. I really need your input as I'm terrified of going back home now." End quote.
That's an added effect.
The security camera video was certainly quite interesting. What in the world is causing that plume of smoke to roll into this person's place? If this is some kind of paranormal entity, then it's not like most ones, that's for sure. What do you think could possibly be going on here? Do you think that a paranormal spirit is to blame here? If so, what do you think about the big plumes of smoke?
I think somebody went overboard and didn't know what they were doing.
Okay, pop quiz time. What's this ad read going to be about? It's not.
Guys, that plume of smoke, they tried to position it where it looked like it was coming from the other room, yet every last bit of it appeared in the main room. None of it disappeared behind the wall in the other room. It all just right in the middle of that room. That's an added effect to the video. Not that hard to do. Even my cheap video editing software is capable of doing something somewhat like that. Not sure if I can get the plume of smoke, but I can do other effects like that. Excuse me. So the guy, at the very least, he's incompetent. At the most, he was just lazy. Let's go ahead and get back into this.
Not a VPN. No, it's not a new set of headphones. Bingo, it's Raid Shadow Legends. You've heard the name, but do you actually know what you're missing out on here? I'm talking hundreds of champions to collect, a super in-depth RPG battle system, amazing graphics and intense PvE boss fights. Sounds pretty good, right? Come on, let me tell you more. After so much killing, the faces he saw before him meant nothing to Shazar, that is until the last execution he conducted as a mortal man. This time it was his wife who lay upon the block, accused of stealing to feed their son. She begged Shazar to relent, but he did not recognize her until he had already sliced his blade through her neck. Only too late did the reality of what he had become strike home. Did you like that bedtime story? What you just heard was the champion lore of Lord Shazar. Since he's a demon spawn, I think he's awesome to play.
How did he not
Raid
make
has
enough
200
money as
plus
an
champion
executioner
laws,
to
which helps
feed
me
his own
be even
child?
more immersed while playing the game, knowing what my hero in question went through before he became so powerful. Also, you've only got until November 10th to delve into Raid's Haunted Graveyard for a chance to win some awesome in-game items and even real-life prizes. Simply download Raid Shadow Legends using the links below, copy your in-game player ID, and then venture over to raidyard.plarium.com from October 15th to November 10th. Enter your player ID, gather your courage, and then venture into the Haunted Graveyard. Grab a shovel, pick a grave, and start digging, as you'll be in with the chance to dig up some amazing in-game items and even real-life prizes, ranging from epic and legendary Halloween-themed Raid Champion to Amazon gift cards with a total value of $20,000. If you're an existing Raid player, you can still get involved in this Halloween spooktacular. Head to raidyard.plarium.com and you'll find a special promo code that everyone can use to earn a small gift in-game. Consider it our Halloween treat to you. With all of this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you haven't started playing yet, then what are you waiting for? Click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses available only via my link. We're talking an epic champion knight errant from Bannerlord's faction and other useful things. Once you're in and crushing your enemies, come find me under the name Spooks, and if you're fast enough, you can join my clan. So just hit my link in the description and I'll see you on the battlefield.
Since I don't actually have a smartphone, when I want to use a smartphone, I have to borrow one. I have an old-fashioned flip phone because I used to use it for my internet. Right now I got another source of internet, so I don't currently have a smartphone, so I can't really play that. But if you're looking for a game to play on your smartphone, that does look interesting, and I do see it advertised by a lot of YouTubers. So if you want to try it out, just search spooks.com. Well, use search spooks code because we're reacting to them and might as well help them out a bit. Not that we'll be able to help them out much, but still.
This TikTok user named Darcy Adam was just enjoying his day, relaxing and hanging around when he noticed something absolutely terrifying going on across the street from him that left him petrified. He explains that the house opposite his mom's is empty and has been up for sale for 6 months. However, it seems like it won't be getting sold anytime soon if the potential new homeowners see the following clip.
Okay. Oh, at first I thought it was the van that it was being reflected, but no, it looks like there's somebody in the house.
As you can see, there's clearly something inside the house, almost looking like a ghost girl, but we obviously can't be sure.
Yeah, and it just
Is
so
it just
happens...
a girl standing there in a strangely eerie manner, or are we actually dealing with the paranormal? Of course, there are lots of possible different theories here, so I'm curious to hear
That's
what you
definitely a
guys
person.
think. Do you guys think that this was just a random person in the window, or was this a creepy paranormal entity that was roaming around? Either way, I pray for the person who moves into this place next.
Yeah, you notice how the person just happens to be staring out the window, not staring anyplace else in the place. Again, I think it's a setup video. Just the odds of the person randomly staring at the window at the precise time you decide to start videotaping. No. So yeah, I think it's just somebody just somebody that went over there so they can make the video, especially if the house is empty.
If you've seen tons of science fiction movies involving aliens and UFOs, then you know that the UFOs in movies are almost always depicted as being extremely loud, ear-piercing vehicles that make you have to cover your ears. But maybe that's not how it actually is in real life,
In
as
real
this
life,
video
they should
that
be
was
quiet.
posted to Reddit seemingly suggests. Uploaded to the Alien subreddit by username Static Bang, the footage in question was filmed all the way back in 2008 in Houston, Texas, in a man's backyard in the middle of the day. The video in question is quite baffling, so let's have a look and see what's going on here.
Okay. So far, it looks like a drone. And there's no reference, so we don't know if that's moving around. You see the bird fly by? We don't know if that's moving. Okay, the thing isn't moving at all. It's him. He's shaking it like this on purpose. If I had to say, I'd say it was a drone.
As you can see, the UFO in question is clearly hovering around the man's backyard for a good long while, but oddly enough, the UFO is not making any sound whatsoever, a stark contrast from what the movies try to convince us of. If this video is real, then it certainly seems as though UFOs are not nearly as loud as one would have thought. In a way, this makes them so much creepier because if a UFO landed right behind you, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell. Think about that when you go to bed tonight.
The video quality is bad. The guy is purposely shaking the camera. We know he can hold it. We know he can hold it still because for a little bit there he was holding it still. So the shakiness was done on purpose. If I had to say, if it isn't implanted into the film, I'd say it's a drone. The only reason why I consider it was implanting is because as he was zooming in, there was some distortion around it. As for the loudness of it, yeah, if any piece of technology that's advanced enough to travel through space probably doesn't use turbines, probably doesn't use rockets. It probably uses some sort of ion drive or some sort of anti-gravity field. That type of technology, in theory, shouldn't make any sound. The reason why the movies make sound is it adds to the atmosphere. If you see a ship coming up on you and it's very quiet, it's not going to instill any fear in you. Humans are instinctively drawn to sound, and there are sounds that will send chills down your spine. So basically, louder sounds equals more scary, more atmosphere. So of course, the movies are going to depict them as being loud. Let's go ahead and get back into the video.
This next video was published to YouTube on August 8th, 2020 by a channel known as jbish26 and shows some seriously frightening and unsettling stuff that was captured on a Wise camera. In the description of the post, the uploader says that at the time of this video's recording, he was on vacation for 4 days in Oregon when he suddenly got this alert on his phone saying that there was something detected on his camera. This is what the camera captured.
The guy's out of town. Who's feeding his fish? Or does he have one of those auto fish feeders? Well, if it's an intruder...
I cannot even begin to imagine just how utterly terrified I would be upon checking my home security camera and seeing that on the footage. If you look carefully, in the footage you can make out what appears to be some sort of paranormal entity peeking around the room,
No, I see a
seemingly
person
trying
peeking.
to hide from the camera. The video eventually abruptly ends, leaving us all to wonder what in the world we just saw and whether or not the thing we saw was a ghost or not. Either way, I'm genuinely curious as to what this homeowner did upon arriving back home from his trip. Let's hope that today he's doing a lot better and hopefully he moved into a new house.
Okay, guys always become suspicious when something looks straight at a camera. Like with the previous video, the person in the other house looking straight out the window towards where he was videotaping from. With this one, the supernatural entity looks straight at the camera. Always be suspicious when they look straight at the camera. Somehow this intruder or this spirit knew exactly where the camera was. They didn't look around, they already knew where it was. So that there pretty much already puts major doubts in my mind about the videos. If something looks directly at the camera without having a reason to specifically look in that direction, yeah. As for the light, I don't know if it's timed or motion detected or what, but that's probably what happened with the light. It's actually a very good idea to get lights that automatically turn themselves on at certain times or even at random times. So if you're away, people will think that somebody's home. It'll make it less likely for somebody to break into your house if they think you're home. Most of the time. Number 1.
A TikTok video that was published on October 22nd, 2023 by a user by the name of Magical Poltergeist posted home security camera footage to his account that's sure to make you lose a bit of sleep tonight.
A lot of tats.
In the footage, we watch as the uploader's wife sleepwalks down into the kitchen late at night. Kind of weird, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, right? Sleepwalking happens a lot to a ton of people. But as you're about to see, this is no ordinary sleepwalking incident, not even remotely. Take a look at what happens when the woman takes a seat at one of the kitchen chairs right about here.
The camera's tracking her, so it's sending everything else out of focus, and it's refocusing. This is an issue I ran into when I was trying to set up my green wall. Originally my green curtain, and then my green screen. Nice and uniform, that was good. Nicely designed. Not too hard to replicate.
3 chairs can be seen moving randomly before an ominous shadow can be seen looming in the background. But that's not all. A couple of seconds later, and the woman is in for even more terrifying encounters with the unknown.
She's asleep. She's not terrifying anything. In fact, if this is some sort of real video, then it's probably her doing it. Every time it moves, it has to refocus. Okay. Yeah, never trust it when they look at the camera. They're putting on a show.
At one point, something on the table moves right toward her abruptly, before a few seconds later, one of the doors in the house slams shut as the woman continues to sit down in the chair. I cannot begin to imagine how terrified this woman must have been upon waking up properly later on, only for her husband to show her this utterly bone-chilling piece of footage. How could you go about your day with the knowledge that you were so openly exposed to something so terrifying? Was this woman really sitting down with paranormal entities? Be sure to leave your theories in the comments below. And that was...
As I said, if that was real, most likely it's her doing it. However, the way she looks at the camera, the way the chairs move in unison and move the exact same amount, I think even the thing moving towards her, I think it's all just staged. Don't get me wrong, it's a good job. I definitely watch a movie if they made a movie. If they basically made a movie like this, I'd definitely watch the movie. Because it creates the atmosphere. The only thing is, the way she looks at the camera just makes it too obvious they're putting on a show. There's no reason for any supernatural entity or anything like that to put on a show. Not for a camera. Maybe for the people, but not for a camera.
5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content.
I definitely enjoyed it, and
My
I'm
name
already
is Sir
subbed.
Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Like always, guys,
And
the
once
link
again,
to
a
the
big
original
thanks
video.
to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring
Just a
this
second.
video. Click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses available only via my link.
Like always, guys, the original is linked in the description, along with Sir Spook's main YouTube channel. If you want to try out a game, game for your phone to play like when you're on your toilet, if you ran out of videos to leave mean comments on, throw back to Louis C.K. there. But yeah, Sir Spook's Raid Shadow Legends link. I forget what. I forget exactly what it was. Well, you saw it in the video. So with that, we're done with this reaction. So until next time, be safe and have fun.